Hello beautifuls, my name is Quavia. I'm the creator of JuJu Thyme. In this video, I will be connecting with the Divine Dark Cosmic Mother and their messenger, so that way I can share the message your spiritual court have brought you here to listen for. As this is a collective reading, definitely lean into your spiritual ear so that way you can hear the message for you, okay? I'm really excited to just jump right into it because as soon as I took off this lid, I felt like I was hit with a truck. Like it hit me automatically. So I'm really excited about this. So first and foremost, there was a big sensation of overcoming just everything, and that nothing was or is stopping you. Okay, so whatever this momentum is, for many people, a lot of this momentum was a ritual that you did or a ritual that you have in place, or even I just felt just now and I heard a spell. So whether this is a spell that you did for yourself or perhaps a spell that you may have, purchased, from one of your other witchy individuals that you resonate with, like their oils or something like this. There's something that was done and it is working in your favor. It was done just beautifully and wonderfully, and your higher self has fully received it. Okay, your higher self has fully received it. And one of the messages that I definitely felt, and I wrote down immediately, gosh, where was it, where is it? I was just scribbling like crazy. It just hit me like a truck. And it felt so good. Yes, your guardians and your high spirits are carrying many of your hardships. So they want you to continue passing it on to them, right? So it's like this conscious effort, or maybe even on a subconscious level, you've been passing along your problems, or your worries, I should say, to your higher spirits, to your guardians, right? There's a sense of surrender. There's a sense of trust. There's a sense of getting over your bullshit, right? Or honestly, it doesn't even feel like bullshit that is actually like yours. It's bullshit that may have been placed on you or something, because even on an emotional level, even on a faith-based level, anything that was given to you, there is coming it's not even a revelation, because I did get a sense of you don't really know how this is all going to come together. It's not really sure like how this momentum will lead to the freedom that you're desiring, the level of expression of who you truly are. I believe in the last message, in the last oracle message that I did last week, there was a message of something being cleaned, it's like an energetic clean slate. And so I'm getting reminded of that, because I'm getting a very strong sense that this is definitely connected, right? So it's okay if you haven't seen that video. If you want, you can definitely go, if you feel called to, I should say, you can definitely go and give the last oracle reading a listen to. But overall, whatever you have been doing, there is this level of maturity, there's this level of, oh man, it's a mixture of excitement and done with the bullshit kind of thing. But you are overcoming. Like I said, you have passed on your worries to your guardians, your guides, and saying, you know what, I'm gonna let y'all handle this. Okay, it's like this deal was brokered. Yes, okay, now it's coming. It's like this deal was brokered, And this deal is like, you know what? Y'all handle this, I'ma handle this. We gonna meet in the middle and just get things done, right? So even if this is something that you're not, I also get a sense of like, they're not there yet, but this is something that you could do, for example. So if you're wondering, okay, how, this is the how that you may have been looking for. This how of, okay, brokering some kind of deal of like, when it comes to your fears, your worries, you know, fear of failure, fear of getting it wrong, fear of saying the wrong thing, fear of being seen, fear of not being seen, right? It's just like this fear, this worry, you know, this worry of finances, worry of love, just there's a sense of surrender and giving it to them, and you fully just climbing over it because you know exactly what you need to do, right? There's a sense of clear knowing what you need to do, or at least, once again, the puzzle pieces are not fully quite there yet, but there's a very clear knowing of, okay, I at least know my next step. I don't know how it's going to lead to my freedom and what I'm wanting with my life, right? But there's no focus on worrying. There is no focus on worrying, and that hit me like a truck. It feels transformative. It feels scary. Like I'm feeling excited and afraid, but it's like bungee jumping, I suppose. I've never been bungee jumping, by the way. I think I would do it, maybe. But like it feels like bungee jumping, you know? I'm just hearing as well, this is also connected to like an age that you're turning, or like an age that you're entering. It doesn't have to do anything with your actual age, right? Your human age. But it's like this sense of, you know, this sense of an era that you are entering. And you're just climbing. Because you have realized fully, at this point you have realized that the bullshit that was placed on you, it's not authentically yours. It was never authentically yours, okay? And tapping into this authenticity of who I am and being the leader in your own life, oh, transformative. I am loving it. Absolutely loving it. Okay. Yeah, because there's something building here. This like, this global builder, being the master, the global builder kind of way, right? So this is beyond like, oh, does this mean like, you know, start with my foundations? I feel like you've already been starting with your foundations. You've got, okay, I'm seeing like a structure of a house. I'm seeing the foundations laid out. I'm seeing the frame, you know, the wooden frame or whatever frame that you have in this inner, you know, house or something. But I feel, okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm sensing and maybe it will make sense. It's like you have walls building up, but some of those walls, you are completely okay with smashing them down. Like they don't feel permanent. There's some walls that are made of glass, and it's giving me like I don't know what, a bathroom with glass walls. I don't know. Listen, it's just, there's something very expressive, right? There's something very expressive. There's something that's very freeing, that you are able to have these glass walls, that you're able to, you know, like knock down walls that you just don't want to have anymore. You know, you're just building up, and your higher spirits, your guardians, they are definitely assisting you with this. Definitely something to remember, right? They want me to remind you that a part of your healing is not to heal alone. Now, what I felt with this, it didn't feel like partnership, but if you feel called that this is dealing with like stepping out of your comfort zone and going out a bit more, then listen to yourself. You will know. But what I feel the most with this is a sense of community. A sense of community, a sense of, this can be the friends that you already have, right? But this can also be entering into a community within your area. So if you're like me and you're quite isolated, a bit from anyone that may practice what you practice or think the way you think, you know, XYZ, that's okay. Because there's still something, like for example, I'm seeing like a community garden, right? Getting involved with like a community garden, right? I'm seeing some people being interested in painting, and like there's like a live person and you're like not sculpting them, you're painting them, drawing them or something. There's something with community, right? Getting out there. If you are able to find spaces where you can sit in harmony with at least where you are right now in your life, and like your sense of belief and everything like that, or sense of knowing for some of you, for sure, definitely go for that. Make yourself open to that. But I'm hearing discernment. There's no sense of desperation. Oh God, that's as soon as I said that, I saw the house again. This is why you're so willing to just knock down walls and have glass walls in the freaking bathroom, because there's no desperation. This is not operating out of shame. This is not operating out of fear. Like, you have taken serious, like, you have taken it serious when you said, or when you heard someone say, or it finally clicked, you know, within you of, you know, this, what is that saying? Something with like, you know, like, what would you do, you know, like if you had no fear or something like this. Like, it's something along those lines of, like, what would you want to do? Like, you have taken that on, or you are going to be taking that on fully. Shit had to change. And you need to continue climbing. Know that you are, you know, that you don't have to be alone. You don't have to heal alone. You can take part in a community. And I'm definitely sensing this needs to be a community. It can be an online community, by the way, if that's what you're sensing and needing, and like that's just where you are. Maybe you travel a lot and you're like, oh man, I can't really like settle, you know, whatever. By all means, do what you need to do, because there's still fabulous community, like really fabulous communities online that you really feel connected to the individuals there. So yes, absolutely. But for many of you, I'm feeling like you are definitely needing that physical individual, right? That physical people around you. So definitely seek that out. Once again, it doesn't have to be associated with your beliefs, and the people around you don't even have to. I've been seeing like charity. Oh my goodness. If you've been called to do some kind of charity work or be involved in another person's charity, definitely with homeless. I'm hearing homelessness, something that touches you deeply with this. I say go for it, you know. Start getting involved in it. Once again, where that will lead, honestly, not even I'm seeing it. I'm not even seeing where that will lead. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not getting that sense. I just know it needs to be done, basically. Yeah, I just know it needs to be done. Wow. Man, when I say hit, okay, there's like like I said, there is no desperation. There's no desperation. There's just pure out determination. So let's look at some inner work, outer work. You know, I love the practicality of things we can be physically doing, you know, things we can be physically doing to help assist us on our own individual path towards peace, love, and joy. For inner work, okay, for the inner work, you already know what doesn't work, okay? Now, with you going through these changes, there might be people that might not really care for these changes in you. You already know, you completely understand the signs, I would say. Oh, and by the way, the inner work, for those, you know, because I use playing cards. These are playing cards. The cards will be in the description box, no worries. But it's the 7 of Spades, which would be the 7 of Swords. Okay, so this is the inner work. Now, if you have a tarot deck, you can sit with this card and really begin to meditate of like, okay, what else does this mean for me? But I'm just gonna tell you what I'm sensing move through me when I see this, and what I feel move through me, and what I'm feeling and sensing, as I said, is you already know the paths that do not work. You already know the individuals, the lifestyle, the mindset. Like, you already, as of now, you have and you know exactly what you need to know. Okay? Even if the truth was difficult, right? Even if the truth was difficult and you're still learning to break that habit, you are fully aware of it. Okay? Remain seeking awareness. That's a weird sentence. I don't know, it came out like that. Continue to seek awareness. Okay? Yeah. In your situation, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is not bliss, and you already know it. Perhaps you probably in the past you avoided some things, but now, like I said, you're climbing up and you're like, you know what? I'm overcome. I'm gonna overcome. I'm gonna give this to y'all. I'm gonna give my worries, my fears to y'all. I know what it is that I need to do right now, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure it out. One foot in front of the other. There's so much determination. There's so much determination with this. Okay, so don't fall back into bad habits. Don't fall back into ways of just saying, oh, just, you know, like just one more time, it's fine. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you already know it. You already learned the lesson. You don't need to learn it again. You know, you already know it. The outer work is the 9 of Spades, which would be the 9 of Swords. Okay, and this is all upright, by the way, so there's no reversed or anything like that. So once again, for the outer work, you can get your 9 of Swords out of your favorite tarot deck and sit with it and say, okay, what else is this telling me of what I need to do? As you guys know, I'm an advocate of you listening to yourself, you know, me supporting you in listening to yourself. Okay, but for that outer work, there is your spirits, your spirit guides, your higher spirits are needing you to shine. I don't know, there's something about shining. There's something very clear. There's something very clear for some reason about continuing to shine, right? Because I'm seeing the moon, more specifically, I'm seeing the moon, and with this moon, you are allowing these transitions, right? As the moon also has transitions, but you're allowing these transitions to happen, but your light is not dimmed. There's something that is so overcoming. And honestly, the 7 of spades and the 9 of spades, you know, they may not be the most favorite images. If you have like a tarot deck, they may not be the most favorite images, but I'm not getting a sense of being afraid of it, you know? Oh, this is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So even if you are afraid, do it. Right? Once again, that's that transition. Maybe that fear is the transition. And even if you are afraid, you're going to transition, you're going to continue to shine. There's something just about you just being the best version of you. It's almost like this realization of like, man, I was so far gone, but I am here. Like, look around, I am here. And that's what I'm definitely like feeling. And it's, my heart feels so fresh. I am addicted to this energy, to your energy right now. I don't even want to stop, but I have to stop. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'll get one more card, actually. I'm sorry, one more. I'm just one more card, and then I will let you all go. Okay, it's time to release negativity and balance spirituality and practicality. This has been coming out a lot in the past readings that I've done, the collective readings. If you go back and if you feel called to a few of the old videos there, they're all timeless, but this has been coming out a lot. Like I said, a ritual or spell work that you did, something went through. Something went through, or something that someone did in your honor, like if you paid them or something. It feels good. Yeah, and it's time to release negativity. Yeah, that's exactly what I was basically saying with like the whole fear thing. Even if you're feeling it, you're just like, I'm a shine. I'm gonna continue through it. You know, if it's imposter syndrome, if it's fear, if it's worry, if it's things that you were not inherently born with. You were not born with worry. You were not born with fear. You were not born with any of this. And you're releasing it. You are releasing it. Continue to release it and pass it on to your higher spirits. They're going to do what they do. Thank you so much, beautifuls, for this message, for this energy. I needed this. I loved this. Thank you so much. Truth and love.